So welcome back. Still dealing with Chapter 10 of Healing America's Narratives, how one man embodies the collective shadow of the United States. You can find all of these traits in this one human being, not the only human being, but one person embodies all of this, and it's kind of easy to see in him. So one of the things that was surprising to me, that even after he was recorded saying how easy it was for him to grab women against their will and to sexually harass them, if not assault them, and saying that he could get away with it because he was a star, that women would let him do those type things, that many Americans didn't think that was a big deal, that they thought that his character was still appropriate for being any government official, much less president of the United States. But a lot of people, men and women, were appalled and concerned by his arrogance and I'll say ignorance there, and in many ways violence as well. A large group of people who either had not planned to run for political office or who had not planned to run yet for political office did run in the 2018 midterms, mainly to run against him. Not, again, they weren't trying to be president, but to run against that type of energy. And after the largest voter turnout in 2018 since 1914, the Democrats, again, the party that opposed Donald Trump as opposed to embracing him, gained 41 seats in the House. And on July 14th, 2019, sitting president of the United States said 4 of these new congresspersons, in fact, they were 4 women, Ayanna Pressley of Massachusetts, Rashida Tlaib of Michigan, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York, and Ilhan Omar of Minnesota, should, quote, go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came, end quote. All right, so I'm going to read you now a tweet that further develops that thought. This is from the President of the United States. So interesting to see progressive Democratic congresswomen who originally came from countries whose governments are a complete and total catastrophe, the worst, most corrupt and inept anywhere in the world, parentheses, if they even have a functioning government at all, close parentheses. I'm now loudly and viciously telling the people of the United States, the greatest and most powerful nation on earth, how our government is to be run. End tweet. That was from Donald Trump. Now, the dishonesty in that tweet would be problematic coming from anyone, at the dinner table, in a local bar, in a classroom, or in a boardroom. But the lies that they came from a sitting president of the United States makes them entirely more troublesome, and completely more troublesome and worrisome. So for those of you who don't know, and most of you probably do if you pay attention to politics in the United States, Presley was born in Cincinnati. Tlaib was born in Detroit. Ocasio-Cortez was born in New York, not far from where Trump was born, in Queens. And Omar was born in Mogadishu, Somalia. Her family fled when she was a child, and she became a U.S. citizen by choice as a teenager. All right, so the question has to be raised, did Donald Trump know these facts and deliberately appeal to the racist, sexist, and xenophobic views of some of his supporters, basically practicing his lessons from Roy Cohn, or was he simply ignorant of the truth? Or is there some other explanation? I don't know the answer to that. But again, 70 some odd million Americans were willing to give him a chance at a second term. So the problem, again, is not Donald Trump, it's the rest of us, right? He embodies this shadow, these traits that really don't serve the greater good or the country. And we have to remain, I believe, to be concerned about that. So as always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you again.